Well, I have even no idea about this stuff. Let me learn some shit. Let's learn some stuff. Again, very chill stream today, boys. I'm watching Fallout Lore. Just read the Horus Heresy. I just started the Horus Heresy now, where Horus was not the first, one of his friends, right? They are the first to ever be corrupted by chaos. And I'm now at the point where they start corrupting everybody. And I kind of felt like it's the Emperor's fault. The Emperor was... That's so cool about 40k though, how the humans, even if they're subhumans, they still have human flaws. They still make human mistakes. Kind of cool. Okay.
Kind's history, humans have...
Caesar's Legion is really hard. I thought they're very easy. Because they're so big. Just so you know, there's a difference between 40k and 30k. Fuck Erebus. Well, I'm getting there. I was very sad. Sorry. 40k, last thing I say. I was so sad this day for that legion called the Word of the Empire or something. The Word of the Emperor or something. And they built... they were hardcore fundamentalists in the Emperor's religion. And then the Emperor said, no, the Word Bearers. Yeah, thank you, Martin. The Word Bearers. And then he just fucked them up. Like, they believed in him, and he was like, you guys are all wrong. I'm gonna humiliate you publicly. And they got really fucked up, man. Fuck the Emperor. I don't like him. I don't like the Emperor so far.
Strive for better weapons and armor in an age of constant warfare. As technology improved, the conflicts grew larger, more devastating, but with all its violent...
One thing though, as I'm looking into Warhammer 40k, you know, when the Emperor does his crusade and he takes over the galaxy, his religion kinda is the universal truth, the Emperor's truth, what's it called? And dude, I kinda believe in that shit in real life. The Emperor Warhammer, he kinda says, fuck all religion, the only true religion is reason and logic. And the Imperial Truth it's called, yeah? I kinda fucking... I agree with the shit like in real life. The Imperial Truth. Only logic matters and reason and stuff, and every time he never makes a decision that's counterproductive and stuff. Facts and logic.
Intended
non-subs.
Humanity never had the capability to destroy itself. Well, until 70 years ago. World War II brought on the ultimate deterrent. The nuke. For the first time in history, humanity harnessed the power to annihilate itself and its own atomic Armageddon. In our timeline, the 1950s was an era of American exceptionalism and happy optimism.
In Germany, do you guys have that law too? In Germany, there's a law for a bunch of years now called you can't bring certain cars inside a city. There's a red sticker, a yellow sticker, and a green sticker. And all these old cars get the red sticker. And if you drive a red sticker car inside a city where CO2 emission isn't allowed, you literally get fined and you have to leave the area. You guys don't know that shit? Like, certain cars are not allowed to drive into cities anymore and stuff. That's most Europe. Okay.
A suburban family with their white picket fence, jukebox diners, and classic post-war nostalgia.
After this video, I'm going to decide what I think is going to be the best faction.
Passed. The Cold War ended, and the Red Scare along with it. But what?
It's like it's burning. Sorry. Is Antifa burning a car again or what? I mean, Antifa burns like one car a week here. I swear to God, man. Was los?
Es grillt jemand.
Ah, die grillen, okay. Was machst du, Minecraft? Was machst du?
Ich guck mir was an.
Okay. He's watching YouTube, not playing Minecraft. Okay.
What if that era, that mindset, never went away? What if technology improved, but the...
Hey, talk about Minecraft. Yesterday... I'm so old. You guys always say, don't say you're old, Tom, you're not. So we had the kid last night, 11 years old, and we have to watch something. So first of all, alhamdulillah, shout out to Robin Williams. We're watching Flubber. I'm an old man. I'm like, listen, kid, I'm showing you the old movies, and we're watching Flubber with Robin Williams, man. What a movie, man. What a movie, man. Oh, Robin Williams. So sad seeing him nowadays, knowing that he killed himself out of depression. So sad. And after that, we went to Netflix and we watched. I watched the whole. He's logging into Steam. He's playing Ark, which means I can't log into my... Johannes?
Ja?
Denk dran, den Stecker ausziehen, wenn du spielst. Den Internetstecker.
Ja.
KEKW Tommy, you are not old, just kidding, you are an absolute boomer.
He has to pull out the internet, otherwise I can't. Sehr gut, danke dir. Einwandfrei. He's playing Lego Star Wars. Because there's only one Steam account, right? And I just got hacked. Who just wasted money? Loading Ursenpai. Tommy, you're not old, just kidding. You're. I am. So here we go. I watched the whole thing. It goes so many hours. I watched Minecraft story mode. And listen, here's a weird thing. And the older people in the chat will understand it. When you are older and you watch new age TV shows like Minecraft story mode, they are so awkward. Sometimes the dialogue is so awkward. Sometimes the cuts are so awkward. It's so hard to explain. Like back in my day, we had like, I am the hero, do you need help? Yes, please help me. Now I watched Minecraft story mode yesterday and they're like, hi, my name is Jess. I like pancakes. There's no connection between the dialogue. I don't understand. No wonder this whole generation has ADHD. I mean, this is made by adults. They write the script, the story. What's going on there? I don't understand. It's so weird. I can't watch these kids shows. They're so... Minecraft story mode is actually kind of cool. You have your remote control, right? And you watch the show and you have to make decisions. For example, do you want the diamond pickaxe or the diamond sword and stuff like that? Yeah, Minecraft story mode, epic story, man. Really awkward. Thank you, Donero. Like, so often the heroes are really arrogant and like they have Asperger's, and I'm like, what? Like, there's a character and he's like, hey, you want to be friends? Go into the darkness, you creepy fuck. Like, what the fuck? This is for 12-year-olds. Anyway, sorry, let's go back. Just sharing. No wonder they have issues, man, watching shows like this.
Cold War, fear of communism.
And today we're watching Jumanji, the fucking original, man. Not the Dwayne The Rock Johnson bullshit, man. The real one.
And the culture of the 50s continued on into the 21st century and beyond. Welcome to the world of Fallout. The game series Fallout has a deep lore based on alternate history and a timeline that differentiates from our own. The world went down a much darker path, and in result, the nuclear holocaust came. In Fallout, the nuclear war was just the end of a chapter in mankind's history, and in the rubble, brought on another.
It's really weird when you watch all these old movies that I want to show him, and so many actors are dead. It gives you this weird fucking melancholic depression, where you watch old movies and all the actors are dead. They're all fucking dead, man. The webcam looks smoother. There we go. That's the first guy into my trap. Does anyone else think the camera is smoother today? Because I zoomed in just a little bit. And I think it already fucks with your brain, man. Everybody's saying yes. So awkward, man. I just zoomed in a little bit. Better lighting? Yeah. Feedback Gaming texted me, put on light, you idiot. Because when the light is bad, cameras die. Apparently, I didn't know. Okay, sorry.
Even though society itself was destroyed and the land radiated beyond reason, new factions still arose, and humanity found new reasons to kill each other in a world populated by
watching Flubber right now for the first time.
That is why in the Fallout universe, the saying states...
Even though, I'm sorry that I'm stopping so much. I gotta say it. You're gonna think I'm a feminist. As I'm watching old movies, they are so fucking sexist. Here's a little example, a small example. Like, the women, they never matter. The women are just there to marry, man. They have no character. They don't fucking matter. In Flubber, the professor, Robin Williams, who makes Flubber, misses his wedding 3 times. At the end of the movie, they're finally getting married, and he still doesn't come, and it's totally okay. His wife is at the wedding, and he's like, I'm too busy, woman. You gotta marry me in a webcam. Like, what the fuck, man? Just go to your wedding for 10 minutes, bro. Oh, my God. I know, when I watch old movies, especially romantic movies, the women are always stupid. They don't matter. Their feelings don't matter. I'm sorry, man.
It's true.
I'll never forget. There's one movie. Lisa loves it. It's with Cameron Diaz and a guy. It's a Christmas movie with Jude Law, And my best friend's wedding. Lisa is an unsub, by the way. Lisa, I'm not gonna look you in the eyes until you subscribe, okay? My best friend's wedding. And there's this legendary scene that kind of showed this to me, where the boyfriend of Catherine, what's her name? Cameron Diaz. He cheated on her. He's evil. He's an asshole. He cheats on her. He doesn't care. And then they go to a bar, and the character of Cameron Diaz realizes she doesn't want to be alone. So she apologizes to him. The guy cheated on her. He's the biggest asshole. And the main character, Cameron Diaz, is like, I'm so sorry, I want you back. And I'm like, what the fuck? Or final example. It's just, I'm not judging. It's just old times, man. There's a very famous franchise with Chevy Chase. You guys, Americans will know. Chevy Chase and his family, they have adventures. It's really big in the USA. And Lisa's favorite Christmas movie is with vacation movies. Are they called vacation movies? It's with Chevy Chase and his family and stuff, blah, blah, blah. And the family is planning a trip through all of America. And in the beginning, they drive to Chicago, and they drive in a black neighborhood, and all the black people there are really sketchy, and they're like, oh, I'm Chevy Chase. And the black people are stealing, they're stealing their wheels, they're stealing everything. The only black characters in that movie are all thieves, and they're evil, and they're criminals. That's how they made movies back then. It was totally normal, man. Like, nowadays, you would get fucking sued to death for this shit, man. It's really interesting when you watch old movies and you see stuff that would not go anymore today at all. And some conservative viewers here that like conservative Tommy are not gonna like this. I agree with this stuff. It's kind of sometimes even hard watching old movies and like some woman character completely gets shit on, and I feel like, dude, man. Anyway, let's go back. Let's watch 10 more seconds. Change category? No, this is Hoi for research.
War never changes. This video is to give you a summary.
What? I didn't even do 10 seconds. What do you think? Two questions. What do you think is the best Robin Williams movie ever? And what do you think is the best comedic Robin Williams movie ever? That's a big one. Because I think his best role ever was probably, do you like them apples? What's it called? Discography? He was singing? Where's his films? Thank you, Melveth. Good Will Hunting. What do you think? Dramatic roles. Can I see all here? Damn, he did so much, man. He stopped films in 2015. How long is he dead, man? Jesus. I guess what do you think? Good Will Hunting was probably his best role. He got an Oscar for that. Theodore Roosevelt. But what is his best comedic role? That's really hard because he was such a fucking genius, man. Look what he did in 1997. What a fucking Mrs. Doubtfire, you think? Probably. Jumanji is insane. Mrs. Doubtfire. It's so old. 1993. He played Genie, right? What's Timekeeper? He played Peter Pan in Hook. Who the fuck remembers that? All you kids don't even know about this shit, man. But his best role ever? I can't say. Insomnia, where he plays a pedophile. Very sick. Oh, he played a robot in AI. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Crazy what he did, man. Sorry. I'm done. Sorry. Final cut. Dead Poet Society is big, yeah. I'll keep my cap. Good Morning Vietnam, also
and
pretty
to catch
big.
you up on the lore of this universe,
Sorry.
before the big kahuna itself comes out. The Fallout games take place.
I'm sorry for quitting. You have no idea how hot this room is, man. They're grilling right out.
A century to organize its own government. The U.S. divided the.
What does strife mean? I'm listening to Warhammer 40k right now, and there was the age of strife. I'm not an English speaker. What is strife? Angry or bitter disagreement. Strife is a period of disagreement and stuff. Okay.
States among 13 different commonwealths. The Commonwealth would be one step higher than the state, but below the federal government and consist of multiple states. However, the Commonwealths began competing against one another and only weakened the country as a whole. As in our timeline, the Red Scare was in full effect throughout the post-war era. In this alternate timeline, the Soviets grow weaker. China comes in to take its place. The US has a new enemy on the global stage.
Who is behind Fallout? Who was the original maker of this lore? Was it a book? Was it Fallout 1? Was it writers hired by Bethesda? Who made Fallout? Who is responsible? Obsidian. Not Todd Howard. Black Isle, Obsidian. Black Isle or Obsidian. So hired writers, not like a book or anything. Black Isle Studios.
Scale. And at the turn of the 21st century, it was still U.S. foreign policy to do everything to destroy the communists. As the decades went on, the global oil supply began to run thin, leading to higher oil prices and competition. The United States went deeper and deeper into hostilities with former allies and neighbors. The already divided country began to lash out.
Obsidian was known as Black Isle. Okay,
in 2051, the United States accused its southern neighbor Mexico of destabilizing the border. The US placed sanctions on the country.
You could have any timeline ever, any fiction, Mexico and US will always have a fucked up relationship.
Causing it to collapse into political instability. To protect oil interests, the US
Skyrim, man, I said the 5K subs, I go back to
constant
Skyrim.
Supply,
which probably was a mistake. I don't want to go back.
This brash foreign policy reflected the dying nature of oil in the middle of the 21st century. Texas, once booming in the early 21st century, now is covered in empty wells. This was seen throughout the globe. As prices rose, the Middle East countries held onto their oil. To combat the high oil prices, the European Commonwealth, basically an evolved EU, sent troops into the Middle East.
What's your favorite Skyrim build? Hey, let's pause the video and listen to Shiny Steven asking what's my favorite Skyrim build. I like the Assassin, I think it's the best one, but I think everybody plays Assassin and it's boring, so I like the two-handed warrior with Conjuration. Thank you.
Source wars.
I gotta answer him. I'm a good streamer.
The Middle East nations and Europe would fight a drawn-out, bloody conflict over the oil wells of the region until they ran dry just 8 years later.
As if the Middle East could.
On Middle East cities.
Actually, nowadays, imagine a fictional war between the Middle Eastern nations and Europe. I was about to say Europe will easily win, but fuck you, Fabian. Fuck you. Fabian is like that girlfriend that you loved, and then she just left, and now she knocks at your door. He fucked me 10 times, and then I realized I didn't love him. Can I come back to you? Fuck you, Fabian. I was here for you. When everyone was gone, when there was nothing for you to do, I was here for you. I miss you, Fabian. Every fucking day. Oh, you have a girlfriend now. Oh, you have a girlfriend now. Ever heard before bros before hoes, man? Every day I wait here. Every day the stream is asking, when is Steel Division General Campaign with Fabian? And you don't even text me back. Let me look. I'm not gonna leak it. If I go to Discord and do Fabian, if we go into our chat, Fabian, I think I can show this. Look what Fabian does to me. So we're talking, show me your balls, blah blah, and then when do you have time weekly, blah blah. So here, 20th 7. How did you meet your girlfriend? No answer. Back in the day, he will text me every day. And then 29/7, I miss you. No answer. No answer. I'm legit hurt here, Fabian. I miss you. I would love to play Steel Division campaign with you, but you have a girlfriend now? I don't have boobs, huh? Fuck me. And he's playing that game now that nobody plays. That fucking Counter-Strike with fucking special effects. Valor, Rainbow Six. How are you? I can't stream long today. I have a kid here. I can't stream much. I'm fully back on Thursday, Fabian. I'm full back on Thursday. Everyday stream. Just tell me when. Just tell me when. Just, I want to publicly say that I don't like how you treated me. I feel like I'm your ex-girlfriend. Full day Saturday. Oh, I gotta talk to Lisa about that. You have weekend off? Just, Friday evening I'm off too. Just text me when you have time. I'm gonna make time. Fabian, I tell you right here, right now, I'm showing you that you are more to me than women. And I'm gonna make a deal with Lisa that whenever you have time, I'm gonna take time and I will stream Steel Division 2 Grand Campaign with you. Something that everybody wants to see. You text me when I'm gonna make time. End of story.
Causing the Americans to fear
Steel
the
Division 2
possibility
with Fabian,
of a
boys.
nuclear war
I'm excited
at
for that,
some
man.
point. Project Safe House
Even though he
was
treated me
born.
like...
Its official objective was to provide shelters in a supposed nuclear exchange. The vaults were born. Meanwhile, across the ocean, Europeans were left with nothing after the fighting, and the Commonwealth fell into civil
Fabian,
war
text me in
by
Discord, please, because I have Alzheimer's.
As oil wells shriveled up across the globe, Alaska's wells remained, soon becoming the last place on Earth for cheap oil, making it a target to the People's Republic of China in the east. The Americans saw that Alaska was in danger and set up a defense force to deter the Chinese.
Campaign should not be a main channel. Nobody's gonna watch
and
it.
China sent an invasion force into Alaska in 2066, sparking the Sino-American War.
That makes actually a little bit of sense. Like, once fuel is gone and we don't have alternatives for fuel, which I think we're gonna have alternatives, they will fucking fight over that shit, that's for sure.
The Fallout series. Over the next 10 years of fighting, the United States and Chinese would dedicate their greatest minds to creating new and powerful weaponry to one-up the other. The US created
What did you eat
robots.
today? Let's go to another break, because there's a question. What did you eat today? Dude, generally speaking, should I just do chatting stream today? I'm done in 1 hour anyway. This is so awkward. Sorry, people just are bringing me stuff in my brain. This is gonna be boomer. I feel really bad lately. You have no idea. Lately, I feel like I have to vomit all the time. I have poop attacks like crazy. I have massive, what is it called again? When your reflux, when your acid comes up. Lately, I feel really bad, man. And yesterday, Lisa's dad is coming over, her family, blah, blah, blah. Lisa's dad, yeah. We're eating, blah, blah, blah. And after that, I feel really sick again. I'm really fucked. And as I'm feeling bad again, what is in my hand? Chat, what happened? If you watch the stream a lot, what changed my life lately? Lately, I feel very sick, and something changed my life. What is it? Exactly. The fucking coffee, man. The coffee is killing me, bro. If I drink coffee, I'm fucked the whole day. First of all, my body is 30 years old and it can't handle anything anymore. I'm almost dead already, man. I'm stopping coffee. Yeah, today I stopped coffee. No more coffee. I feel so sick, man. I feel like I have to vomit. I can't sleep at night because I'm like, dude, man. I drink like one coffee, one cappuccino. I can't eat or drink anything anymore. If I eat something that's too fat, I vomit. Dude, I'm gonna do a thing now. I literally wrote the email right before the stream, right when the stream started. I wrote my doctor, blah blah blah. Hey, my name is Tom, blah blah blah. I'm 30 years old now. I would like to do my first ever full check. You know how when you're older you go to the doctor and you do a full body check? I'm doing that for the first time now. Blood, urine, everything. Looking at what's going on, what kind of stuff is missing and shit. I'm doing a health check. No prostate exam. Your mom does that for me. What's going to keep you awake on 16-hour stream? My love to the chat. So yeah, that's going. I wanted to just share that because someone said, what did you eat today? Today I ate so good. Only carrots and really healthy stuff, man. Currywurst.
For war and power.
That'd be very expensive in the US. Well, here it's for free, man.
However, even with the
also, I have a thing now. I'm so sorry. Since the 1st of August, I'm a superhuman. I'm an Übermensch. What do I talk about? I now have private health insurance. It took fucking 1 year. I'm now privately insured, which means the government treats you like a god. And I don't know what that means. So I'm going to go to the doctor next week, and I'm going to literally sit there like an idiot. What does it mean to be privately insured? And Lisa always says, you're an idiot, Tommy. You don't understand. Because you now get everything. They give you free massages, free chiropractic, everything. I get a free linguist to teach me my voice for the stream and stuff. I'm getting so much shit now, and I didn't even know that stuff.
Tommy and the boys,
yo, get free think like Accupent to. Alter, Digga. Look. Yo, get free think like Accupent tour of massage. You fucker. I don't even know if you're fucking trolling, because at this point I think you're real, man. Okay, yeah, I just want to share that. It's so hot in here. Oh
in
my
the
God.
US military, the war would rage for a decade. Canada would be stuck with allowing US forces onto their land, which made tensions sour between the traditionally allied nations. As the war against China grew, the Americans wanted an easier route to combat the communists, and so in 2076, Canada was officially annexed by the United States. In a bid to direct Chinese forces away from Alaska, the US invaded mainland China, with soldiers wearing power armor.
I literally never knew about the Fallout, man.
Enough damage at home, the Chinese would need to take troops off of the Alaskan front. And it worked. The soldiers in
Chewbacca
China were
doing that
trapped
at
in
the
Asia,
moment, yes,
but after
Austrian.
nearly a decade of fighting, the Americans fought off the Chinese and reclaimed Alaska by 2077. With Alaska...
Isn't that when the bugs happen everywhere? That was a big joke. You like my humor? Yeah, that was just amazing, man.
Reclaimed, the war appeared over, at least on the American front. Countless lives were lost in the fighting, but it ended...
Like, is anyone still playing Cyberpunk? This is so sad. Cyberpunk Twitch. It probably has like 100 viewers. If it has over 500 viewers, that's a huge success. 599! Hey! The guy doesn't even have a webcam. To everybody who wants to become a streamer, man, Cyberpunk is the right thing. I'm so sad, man. I kind of like Cyberpunk, but dude, it's like really fucked, man. I could really see myself come back to this game one day. Anyway.
Ended in an American victory, so to the people, the peace seemed to be won. But it was only a pause. On October 23rd, 2077, the Great War began and lasted only 2 hours. This nuclear exchange destroyed cities across the world. So many bombs were fired it completely transformed the Earth's surface. Water became irradiated. The environment itself was cancerous. Barely any organism survived at all. Thus, the story
Big Daddy
of
boy.
pre-war
Thank you,
nations
man. Thank
ended
you.
in a blaze of nuclear
Check
fire.
Witcher free review
However,
count. How much?
people
Just tell me.
did
Chat's gonna shit on me.
survive, either
How
out
many
in
viewers
the
on Witcher free?
wasteland or
Probably
inside
2,000.
massive fallout
Or like a
shelters
big streamer
scattered
on it.
across the old United States.
Happy 33
Officially,
month,
122
Tommy Love.
vaults, as they were called, were constructed by Vault Tech during Project Safehouse. The Vault's official goal was to provide safe harbor inside the shelters in case of nuclear war. They were capable of holding enough
23,000
supplies
Steam
and
charts?
equipment
No, on
that dwellers
Twitch, on
could
Twitch.
survive inside
But The
the
Witcher
vault
is still
for
very
long
big, huh?
stretches of time. Each vault was given 2
Do
guarded
you actually know Rachel K
creation
since you
kits,
follow her? Yeah, we're very good friends. Yes.
or GEX, so that the dwellers could recolonize once
827
radiation
viewers?
levels
Nice.
went to healthy limits.
Better than
That was the
Cyberpunk.
supposed story. The United States and Vault Tech in this alternate timeline had darker plans. Inside the government and major economic titans, there was a faction who believed themselves superior over the common American, and accepted that not many would survive
Investors.
the coming apocalypse. They made plans to preserve their own existence. These people formed what is now
Little
known
Kardashians.
as the Enclave. The
Oh.
American government funded the creation of the vaults, in which special American citizens could find safe harbor. However, this was just a ruse. The true purpose of vaults was to conduct physical, psychological, and social experiments on unsuspecting subjects. The vaults weren't meant to save the US population.
What?
It was simply to use vault dwellers as human guinea pigs. The Enclave's true plan was not just to repopulate the Earth, but to build themselves a spaceship to recolonize another planet. Using live human subjects would help the Enclave
never knew
know
this
how
stuff.
people react in long periods of isolated confinement. Each vault had its own specific experiment. For one example, the people of Vault 11 were told via intercom they had to sacrifice one of their own, or they would all be slaughtered. The angry people chose to sacrifice the Overseer, the leader of the vault, and so every year the position of Overseer was a position of being sacrificed, until one year the Dwellers had enough and chose not to. A message played congratulating them for being good people and not killing
That's so
anyone.
interesting, actually,
Before the
man.
nuclear exchange, the Enclave, who consisted of the most powerful and influential in America, fled to secret bunkers throughout the globe. The owners of Robco, Vault Tech, Poseidon Oil used their resources to protect themselves. The Enclave remained on an oil rig, harnessing the technology from their wealthy connections and creating new weapons to eventually reclaim the land they believed.
Sorry, don't be mad at me. I just want to understand this. Where's Soy 4? Oh, yeah, he logged in. Sorry.
They lost.
I just want to connect this to the game. Sorry. This is actually not ADHD. I want to legit do something content-wise. I want to see this stuff. That vault was in New Vegas. The Enclave is the ones on the coast, right? With the big armor and stuff. This is not ADHD. Be nice to me. German Reich? Was? Wait. Ja. Ja. Okay, sorry.
2 centuries after the Great War, new factions rose and now fight over the nuclear wasteland. Most of the history that we know of takes place in the West. Around a century after the war, the region New California was split among isolated villages. Raiders and mutants terrorized innocent civilians. In some cases, vault dwellers left their shelter and set out to reclaim the wasteland.
You know what comes to mind immediately to me? Where is the Fallout MMO? Bethesda has shown with Elder Scrolls Online, they can do it. Elder Scrolls Online isn't bad. Imagine a Fallout MMO, man. Like, really free. You are yourself. You can do what Fallout 76 was supposed to do that? What? I thought 76 is you and a bunch of friends listen to a bunch of cassettes. Oh, I didn't know. They try? Oh. ESO ZeniMax, not Bethesda. Well, that makes sense. Well, maybe they should publish with another company and actually make a Fallout MMO. Like, imagine a real Fallout MMO. Lots of players, factions, and shit.
Banding into small tribes and villages.
That'll be fun.
Vault 15 survivors founded the community of Shady Sands. After a century, the growing settlement ambitiously renamed itself the New California Republic. It absorbed other small towns under its flag, and soon more towns followed suit to join its ranks. The NCR is not only a faction, it is the closest thing in the post-war...
That comes to state, right? One sec, I just want to see. I want to understand this. The Enclave? Where is that? What? Oh, the Enclave isn't the thing anymore. Or is it? New California is like the close to country. Caesar's Legion? Is the Enclave... The Enclave was destroyed. Oh, okay. The Enclave doesn't exist.
Era that resembles a nation.
You can
With
recreate
over 700,000 citizens, the NCR has modeled itself off of values before the Great War, even organizing its government into three branches.
The flag was genius.
The NCR boests the largest military.
If you play
in the
New Reno,
world,
you can recreate the Enclave.
Consists of mostly rifle.
Wait, I'm looking for the nation to play, right? And the Enclave was all the capitalist rich motherfuckers that just shit on all the people? Mr. Bishop. Am I getting this right? Yakuza? Oh, goody. Is that a waifu? Yes, this is the Enclave, and they're kind of like the scum. Look at Washington. What about Washington? What? Dude, there's a Yakuza? But they probably don't have a cool storyline though, right? I'm looking for a cool storyline. They probably don't have one.
While the NCR has provided order within their lands,
so right now I want to bring back the Enclave.
Collect tax, by the events of Fallout New Vegas, the NCR has grown to become imperialist in nature, sometimes forcing villages under its banner and bullying its neighbors into submission. The NCR has fought major wars against other factions, including their most recent rival, Caesar's Legion in the east. Caesar's Legion is pretty much the exact opposite of the democracy-valued NCR.
When I was younger and I played Fallout New Vegas and I saw the Legionaries the first time, I laughed my ass off. I thought they looked so stupid, so childish, and I couldn't take them serious, man.
Controlling the land east of the Colorado River, Caesar's Legion is a dictatorial slave state, which gained its power by absorbing the tribes of the Mojave. Caesar himself is actually a man named
nuclear
Edward Salo.
He
impressed the native tribes with his knowledge of basic military strategy. They declared Salo their leader, and in response, he declared himself the name Caesar. Caesar's new faction had a goal: to bring everyone and everything under their rule. They would go on a campaign of total war against the surrounding tribes, slaughtering and decimating the population, enslaving the survivors, and indoctrinating them into the ideology of the Legion, using the men of each tribe as disposable slaves to wage war. However, even though Caesar ruled as a murderous dictator, his people worshipped him, fanatical in devotion to serve him. Caesar is the leader of his own personal religion, the Cult of Mars, which teaches that the Great War was punishment from the god of war himself. The Legion's growth brought them into contact with the NCR.
Did you ever think about that? Imagine the apocalypse happened, right? The world has ended. Now, you walk around, you survived, and suddenly you meet a group of 20 children. Now, here it goes. In this hypothetical experiment, you can tell them whatever the fuck you want, they're gonna believe it. You can create any religion you want in that moment. They're all gonna believe in it, man. Isn't that crazy? How easy actually a human could be manipulated in a certain way? Believing something, you could be like the great non-sub created the world to punish all the subs and their arrogancy. They will fucking believe it. That's literally history. That's literally history. Yeah, in a way, right? But in history, it's not that they met 20 children. It's that they met a lot of people and they had the weapons, right? They had the power, man. That's literally history. Yeah, fucking true, actually.
A conflict raged between the two, with the Legion losing to the NCR in the first battle of Hoover Dam. But while the Legion and NCR are the largest in the West, that does not mean they have the most fighting power. Of course, I'm talking about the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood is an elite organization of highly trained, devout, and honorable soldiers, with origins dating back to the old US military. The Brotherhood prides itself on its preservation and investment in technology. To them, their weapons and armor are the most important things, above all else. The Brotherhood was founded by American Army Captain Roger Maxson in the days before the Great War, after he and his men went AWOL upon learning of US-sponsored experiments on prisoners. The experiments had prisoners injected with the first evolutionary virus. The FEV was researched by the government to create soldiers capable of being stronger and more resistant. Instead, it made them into super mutants. There was never a response from the US at Maxson's desertion, as the Great War came just days after. After the war, the group seized the futuristic technology from the facility, guns, and power armor. Glossing over a lot of history, the Brotherhood fought numerous campaigns against Raiders, the Super Mutants, and the NCR. In their search for more technology, the Brotherhood has spread throughout the old United States. However, due to the vast distance among them, ideologies are different between each group. The Western Brotherhood's numbers are small, practically never allowing outsiders into their ranks. But because of their collection of pre-war weaponry and highly trained soldiers, the Brotherhood is capable
Marines.
of
I see
putting up
so
a
many. Once again, I'm sorry, but I'm listening to a lot of Warhammer 40k lately. This seems so like Warhammer 40k. Space Marines, the Legion with the Emperor and shit.
Effort against
I see
their
so
enemies.
many
The Western
parallels to
Brotherhood believes
Warhammer.
Wastelanders cannot handle
much attention to
or
that
be
lately.
trusted with the powerful arsenal, and so they keep their technology top secret. The Western Brotherhood is the original Brotherhood, as the group has origins in California. That search for technology sparked members to send missions on airships across the continent, one of which crashed in the ruins of Chicago, forming the Midwest Brotherhood. The Brotherhood eventually reached the capital wasteland, the old ruins of Washington, D.C. Here, the super mutants were
isn't there Fallout in Washington? I think I played that.
larger and more violent than in the West, and so the Capital Brotherhood
think so.
adopted an ideology of protecting the Wastelanders
3?
over protecting
Yeah.
technology, even recruiting natives into their ranks. This created a split among the Eastern Brotherhood. The soldiers devoted to finding technology deserted and formed the Brotherhood of Steel Outcasts. The Western Brotherhood learned of the East ideology, a clear violation of the faction's code, and so the Capital Brotherhood was cast out. Other members of the Brotherhood dot the US, such as in Texas and the Commonwealth, neither of which we know much about so far. The Brotherhood isn't the only pre-war faction that's still around. Remember the Enclave? The Enclave's descendants remained on the rig, harnessing the best technology their connections could buy. Being out of the blast range, they believed that they were the last remaining humans untouched by nuclear radiation, making them, in their mindset, true humans.
Where do they know?
The Brotherhood and Wastelanders are practically mutants in their eyes, and so their mindset turned genocidal.
Wait, the Enclave was an oil rig, but that doesn't exist here. No. Okay.
Kill the populace of the wasteland and to start anew.
dead.
The Enclave saw themselves as the continual government of the United States and the rightful population to sustain it. Using their technology and flying vertebrates, they can challenge even the Brotherhood in power. However, they are practically gone in the West and
I'm
only
thinking of even
remain
doing a full
considerable
reaction
in
stream
the
or something.
Eastern
I'm just a
United
fucking
States.
mess
Yet
today.
even though there are considerable factions that control areas of the West and
Mr. House is
East,
playable, yes.
much of the
Even
old
I know
United
that.
States is still left unclaimed. Even in areas under faction control, tribes and villages are the primary organization for Wastelanders. If I wanted to go into extreme detail with the entire history of each faction, that video would take hours.
Okay,
It's fun to
I
discover
understand.
the deeper lore by playing the games. This was a way to
adds
introduce
a
new
focus to
people to the
retake
world
America.
of Fallout and to hype up returning fans. Like on
That actually
Facebook
kinda
and
sounds
subscribe
interesting, bro.
if you have not done so. This is Cody from the Alternate History Hub.
Fallout 4 writing is so bad. I don't know, Fallout 4. Shout out to the YouTuber here, man. Good for him, good for him. Huh, fuck, I didn't learn much. I know Caesar's Legion is important, the NCR is important, the Brotherhood is really important. Mari Turney, the finisher here. And I understand who New Vegas is. And I understand that's about it. Dude, that looks cool, man. Fucking waifu, man. But she probably doesn't have a really cool focus tree.